Rank, sir.
Lieutenant.
How long have you been on the force?
20 years this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Are we on there?
Yeah.
Okay, we're here to talk about murder number 13. Last night at approximately 8:06 p.m., officers were dispatched to a burglary in the 6,000 block of Perlita Drive in East Austin. The caller is a third-party caller that we're not going to identify today. Upon arrival, officers discovered a young male with obvious trauma to his body. The male was later pronounced deceased there at the scene. An autopsy was performed this morning, and the manner of death was ruled to be a homicide, and the cause of death is a gunshot wound. The victim has been identified as 14-year-old Axel Loera. The suspect, who's currently in Gardner Betts, is believed to be an accomplice in the burglary. He is an acquaintance of the victim, and he self-surrendered last night to Gardner Betts. Currently, he's booked for burglary, but we're in discussions with the DA's office about filing additional charges related to the murder of Axel Loera. That's about all the details we can give right now. The investigation is still ongoing. There's not a whole lot that's releasable. So if you have any questions.
Lieutenant, I was talking with a homeowner, and he said that the scenario that he understood was that the two young men made entry into the house. They were gathering and collecting stuff, and somehow a gun came in play and it accidentally discharged. Can you go through that a little bit?
Well, whether or not it's accidental or not, we don't know at this time. Even if it is, recklessly discharging a firearm and causing the death of another person is still manslaughter. And so we're unsure about the intent, if it was reckless or if it was intentional. Obviously, the suspect being in Gardner Betts, we attempted to speak to him last night and he chose not to talk to us. So.
Do we know where the gun came from? I was talking with the homeowner. He has guns legally and things like that, but wasn't quite sure if it was his gun that accidentally discharged, or was it a gun that they brought with them?
We don't know that yet either. We're still doing traces on the serial numbers and things like that to find out for sure.
We were talking also, the thing that strikes me is that we're talking about 14-year-old kids.
Right.
Is that the tragedy of this thing?
It is the tragedy. There will be those that cast stones, upon the young man's conduct, possibly. However, it's still a child that died. Anytime a child dies, it's a sad day.
What's the message to these kids? It's summertime, got a lot of time on their hands. We go through this thing where it's either paintball, break-ins, whatever. What's the message?
Well, we all saw, you guys reported on the traffic crash last night with the teenagers, and so, in the summertime, bad things happen with children. It's a common occurrence every year, and so, the message is, you know what you should be doing, and you know what you should not be doing. And so, we ask all kids, if you need an outlet for your energy or something else to do, the police department has a police activities league. We have police explorers. We have options that young people, if they have nothing else to do, could choose as opposed to committing crimes.
How many times was the gun fired?
I don't know that, to be honest with you. So I believe it to just be one, but that would be speculation on my part.
And the charge of the other kid, was he 14 as well?
He's a juvenile. I believe he's 16.
Oh, and it's just burglary for now?
Burglary for now, correct.
Is he in custody, or is he?
Yeah, he's in Gardner Betts.
We spoke to the homeowner, and they said that the bullets of the gun were in two different locations. Did are you under the impression that the suspect found the bullets and then found the gun and then put it together and then?
That's new information to me. I've never heard that before now.
Is the person in custody the only suspect?
He is.
Is there any gang related?
We don't have any indication that they're related to a gang at all.
Oh, is there? The homeowner told me that he does have home security video, that y'all were looking at that. Were there more people involved than just the two?
At this point, we don't know that. We're still trying to seek some people that we need to question to see if there were others involved. But as far as we know right now, it's just the two.
Is everyone cooperating?
Yeah, I mean, the child that's in custody chose not to speak to us, but other than that, everybody else has been very cooperative.
And
can you take us through the burglary, sir? How did they gain access to the home, and then where did the shooting occur?
To be honest with you, I don't know. We're investigating the homicide part of it. My detectives know where and how they gained entry, but I don't know that.
where was Axel shot at? you tell us
I can't
anything on
give
the body?
locations on where he was shot at.
Last question.
Is it only, one wound, or you don't?
I can't go into those specifics, no. Thank you.
Thank you.